Hey guys, so it is December 2nd, again 11:10 p.m. I'm in much better spirits today than I was last night, December 1st. I kind of got hit in the face. When future you astral projects into your husband's dreams to call you out on the fact that you haven't stuck to your fitness as much as you had set goals to is a bit disorienting. Um, so I'm doing a lot better today. Last night I get really hard on myself. Growing up in an alcoholic household, coming from a past history of just shit, we'll say, means that I have problems with not taking a lot of blame on and feeling like negative circumstances that have occurred in my world are my fault, and not just being really, really hard on myself. I'm so hard on myself. So that's kind of what was happening last night. But I'm done with that. So let's talk about what I did accomplish this last year, because I said I hadn't really done much of anything. I got married this year, which is really exciting. 1, 2, 3 on January 23rd. We'd only been dating for a month. And so we've had 3 fights. We've been married for almost 11 months. No, that's a huge accomplishment. And just, I had just called off a wedding 5 months before. My husband is somebody from my past, if you've been following on the story, so it's not that far out, but it came with a lot of things that we had to work through separately. I became a certified yoga teacher this year. I didn't just do a typical 200-hour yoga teacher training. I did a 3-week lifestyle retreat, which was hardcore, okay? Getting that real with yourself, 200 hours in 3 weeks. It was a super intensive therapy session. I've moved 8 times this year. I've lived in Miami Beach. I went back to Idaho for a little bit. I lived in Selby, England for a month. I was back in Idaho for 3 weeks. I lived in Wilmington, North Carolina for a month while my husband was in Georgia. That whole thing was kind of a mess. Then I lived in the Outer Banks, North Carolina, in a beach house for yoga school, sleeping in a bunk bed with 8 other women in a beach house mansion. Then I lived in Vidalia, Georgia, ate the sweet onions from Vidalia for the last 5 months, and this last week I just moved back to Wilmington. We thought we were moving to Chicago, but just moved back to Wilmington, and who knows how long I will be here. So that's been a big transition, and not having that stability of home or any control of where home is or what it looks like or any of that stuff. That's hard, guys. That's really hard. So I've done that, and I haven't lost my mind. I've had moments of it. What else have I done this year? I have gone through 8 hairstyles. I have gotten 4 new tattoos, 2 of which are big ones. I went to Scotland. I traveled to Scotland. This year I've also been to Scotland. I went to Nashville for a week. I was back in Idaho. I've been back to Idaho to visit a few times. I went back to Boise a few times. I've been to Atlanta, Georgia. I got married in Harry Potter land. How sick is that? Right? I have still been running my business as a Beachbody coach this whole time on the road. I started another blog. I have, while I haven't officially written 4 books, I have entirely filled 4 journals. I've handwritten now over 900 pages and typed at this point over 70,000 words. So while it is not compiled into a book, I have as much words as could be a book. I have 2 Christmas trees and a yoga forest right now, so that's pretty incredible. I've in the last couple weeks gained about 10 pounds, so I've kept off 50 pounds of my original 70-pound weight loss. And overall, I'm just really happy. I'm coming out this last week of a spell of depression. I got hit with depression pretty hardcore last week. Oh, I've broken up with 5 of like the best friends in my life have gone away in the last year and a half, and last week. As I mentioned, my little brother moved back to town, ended things with one of my best friends. My business has been in a lot of transition, a lot of really good transition, but also there's stress that comes with that. And then moving, obviously. And then the holidays. It's my first year I haven't not my first year, I haven't spent, only my second year I haven't spent Thanksgiving with my family, but it's the first time I've been like not in like a like really like my family setting for Thanksgiving. So we met up with a bunch of my husband's work people for Thanksgiving, like a church gymnasium. It was great. People made food. Like, it was awesome, but it was work people in a church gymnasium, you know? There are people screaming in my hallway. I live in an apartment complex. Um, where was I at? So yeah, I'm just coming back from this kind of like down spell of depression. And I have come out and started really talking about that without any shame. That's a big thing this year. So while the goals I didn't follow through that I had set for myself were some of them were business goals, but I'm not mad at myself for any of those because I've just been like working to get myself to a point where I could run my business like I want to be, because I've been working through a lot of my past stuff. Oh my God, I didn't drink for an entire year, 365 days. Oh, guys, that's insane. That's so good. Also, I'm not this like big beacon for sobriety. So yes, I did no drinking for 365 days, but don't, and I did it with AA and all these things, but like that's just not like a realm I really dig into. I've drank twice since then, and I don't drink because I don't like it, but I'm not like a beacon for sobriety. And I think I stopped giving a fuck. That's what else I'm gonna claim this year. I just don't that. Like, I just don't care. Like, I'm just doing me. I'm doing what makes me happy. And part of what makes me happy is following through on the goals. So, health and fitness is the biggest one that I didn't follow through on this year. And that's that I had set goals for myself to get my body. I've had the body several times in my life. I would say 6 of them, 6 separate times. But this last year, when I lost 70 pounds with Beachbody workouts and drinking Shakeology and switching to eating clean, mostly with like challenge groups and the support of the community is really how I was able to stick with it. That was the first time I had ever done it healthy. Before had been crash diets and prescription diet pills and a bunch of other cheap, quick fix shakes. And I had a personal trainer for 6 months, which was awesome. But I never really learned to live it myself. I just was really good at having somebody tell me what to do. And when he condescendingly calls you princess, it helps when he's really pretty. But I have never seen my body. I want to see what my body's really capable of, and more so what I'm capable of creating my body to be. So I want to push myself to a level of motivation and discipline to like have a 6-pack, to like be cut. I was getting there last year, like being cut, and then with my breakup and everything I was going through, like I just wasn't really eating, and I had stopped being really healthy. And then we got married and I got fat and happy. And so I just want to do that again because I had pushed it aside. We are ready to have kids and we're not pursuing that goal, but we're working on it. But I had put off the health and fitness, like it didn't necessarily matter to me as much anymore, and like I didn't really care about getting my body there or like doing that thing for me, which I do. And to put that off to the side is already like putting myself off to the side, which is my biggest fear, I would say, about being a mom and having kids, is that I'm going to lose myself in that situation. And so that's all the more reason why I have to do this and why I have to take care of myself and really follow through with that. So today I started 21 Day Fix Extreme. Workout was okay. My body's pretty sore. I have a past back injury that first time I got it, I was like 15. I have a past back injury that acts up when we move, so it limits a lot of my movement. So I had to do a lot of like really heavy modifications. So I got to work out, but didn't really get sweaty, and ate pizza for dinner because I haven't had time to focus on the meal plan, but I'm going to do that tomorrow. And then I'm just like excited, and I'm really proud of myself for this last year. So while I was all like last night, I got a lot of shit done this year, and I killed it this year. Killed it. And my hair's green, and the side of my head is shaved. It's amazing. I have a dinosaur tattoo. What? I'm a 28-year-old adult. I survived to 28. Guys, that's a huge accomplishment. Huge. OMG. Yeah. So that's December 2nd. So what I want to see your video on celebrating what you did do this year. What have you accomplished this year? Not so much what you haven't done. Let's follow up on that too. But what did you accomplish this year? I'm Shantae. I'm going to be doing these videos every day this month. You can find me on Facebook. Send me a personal message. Let's be friends. If you want to jump in and get healthy and fit and jacked with me, send me a personal message. I have an accountability community where you can be a part of this and we can check in with each other every day and do it together, and I'll share my meal plans with you, so it'll make things a lot easier. If you're interested in my business and how I do this, just hang out by myself, play on Facebook, read books, do yoga, work out, post a lot of selfies, record videos, and make a living doing it, full-time living, more than I did at my corporate marketing job that I needed my bachelor's degree for, send me a message with that too, because I got a new mentorship and I'm taking some new coaches to teach them how to do this crazy thing that I do. But I love you, and thanks for hanging out with me, and thanks for just being here to help me be happier and magical, and have a magical day. Namaste.